Doing some Madden here. I did play a little bit of the 10-hour trial when it was available. But now that it's actually the Xbox Gold free weekend, it's available from today until September 11th. So I wanted to play it for the weekend and basically get all the playing that I can out of it. Just doing some Madden here. I did play. All right. And some double audio going on there. So yeah, now that it's Xbox free weekend, I was gonna give it a try. Try all the different things. I'm not gonna do the face of the franchise. I think that's lame. But I do want to do more of the Ultimate Team. Especially when I did the trial, there wasn't a lot of things available for the options. Think. Now, okay. Let's play. So I don't know where I left off as far as the Ultimate Team. But let us see. What is it? Oh. Okay. So I'm almost at that level, and then I get a Team Plus. Getting a pack for getting to level 10. Not bad. Pass. Let's see where my Burrow. I think everybody has Burrow at the start. But I did see I got some packs. Where are they? They're there. 12 unopened packs. I didn't know that many. Strategy item. Care about a strategy item. Okay, so this is where my Twitch drops went. Play pack, a Legends welcome pack, a welcome Campbell's Chunky Stadium pack. Welcome pack and that. Alright, let's see what these are. Expensive ever. Okay. Great choice. It's not really a choice. Pick one? No, I get him. Or defensive tackle. Sorry. What is he? Oh, free safety. That's weird they don't show it unless you highlight it. Okay. Tight end 71. Cornerback. one defensive tackle. That's not bad. Good line. M. Cosme. Okay. Really showstopper there. 70. Play. Receiver. Hunter. That's what you want. Those big cards to be hunters. Here's a boom. Kicker. Defensive tackle that I don't need out of that. An elite one. Cornerback who probably won't play. Player. Backer who probably won't play. Now the official stadium sponsor. Yeah. Special version of the new stadium. Twitch drops. Receiver probably won't play. 76 might play. Ben Collins. One little second animation, that's it. And 80 overall middle linebacker. Bad though. 7 wide receiver. Alright. What else we got? Right in. Might play? Or wide receiver. I'm just up on the wide. Or strong safety, not too terrible. Very read wide receivers. They're the legends. Team of the week. Follow your favorite team season and receive space on their excuse me. Kickoff welcome call. Larry Fitzgerald wide receiver. And I'm full at wide receiver. Strong safety, that's a mutt tip. I want a mutt tip. Kickoff daily reward. I've opened 12 packs already. Cool. It. Packs just like that. Feel like 12 packs. Oh, my team went from 72 to 76. That's bad. That guy. Right guard still then. 68. Left guard 60. Defensive. Good at wide receiver. Defense. Back. Right end. But really. Defense. Linebacker there. Switch to. I think we're alright. I should have lots of extras to do sets with, but I'm not gonna. Super Bowl. Store. See what's in the store. Not gonna buy anything. That's my ultimate team point. Kickoff pack. Day pack. Really? Not a lot here. As far as packs to buy. Usually there's like 60,000. I was gonna say there's usually like a $40,000 or like an elite. Oh, I just didn't go far enough. Yeah, the 34,000 elite pack or the 60 pro elite. Or the 36,000 16 plus. 2 elite, 1 elite. I think I can get to 30 star. 4 gold or better. 3 of 70. Choose 1 of 2 77 plus. 370. I think I just keep back. Here. Let me finish this. This off-season came with many promising rookies, some trades and other challenges to recap or season. Also, wish it was in Joe. All right. Got a bit better routine than last time. Eagles look to strengthen the offense. Pass for 40 plus yards. Drive. So it's all about passing. All right. Try it out.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Congratulations on yet another victory. You can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Wait, did I put it to hard? Didn't see it. Oh well.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
guy.
And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
That's the first
Well,
down.
you know,
Already.
they talk about music to your ears. How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here? Look at this. Middle of the field.
Challenge
breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that.
All right, so they like the blitz. I gotta try something. Okay, let's go.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Yeah.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The throw caught by Cole.
First down again. 1 second.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. All right, not the result that you were
I'll
hoping
try one more
for.
time.
Don't sweat it, though. You can
get it.
Here are the Dolphins now as they're set to go on first and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken.
All right. Guess I'll play it on easy. I don't. But I do unlock stuff. Go back and play the stuff.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
Or actually, this is Philadelphia. So it's not me. The team isn't the problem. I guess it's me. Now watch, I'll get like a new.
And now the offense getting set, first and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First and 10 at the 36. This offense on the march right out of the gate. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time to his left. That one complete to
Are
Hill.
you serious?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to continue.
Nice.
And
Get
the
it.
ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it
didn't touch him,
but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
I did. What happened? Like, this is... But I'm like, I know I didn't push the tackle button. That's as far as it goes. Hear that? Play's not over. Why is the replay stopped there? Alright. Let's watch for the penalties.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
It's taking too long.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Okay, that's my fault.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Okay, I gotta stop.
Enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Number 2 again.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the throw, led it too much that time. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
No.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count.
Coach. All right. Let's go dollar. And cover 2.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Tua going to throw. And he'll be hit
almost intercepted. That would have been it.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Again?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua sets up to pass.
No, I had him.
And his throw is incomplete.
They just pulled me right off
a little
the
bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Nice, get the
He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Good.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
It still sucked. 65 yards in the second quarter. Score touchdown for Bones. Okay. 65 yards. Get that in one. Oh, what team am I? Check.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're ahead by 4. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
This isn't uneasy either. This is on all.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh. No.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone this way.
The play calling is messing me up.
Obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Better play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
I caught it.
That's Brown. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Going for it with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 2 minutes to play.
Pass for 65 yards in the second quarter, score a touchdown this drive. Okay, so I could still get the ball back and then pass. Get those passing yards. So I just need a touchdown this drive for the bonus. No problem.
First half, 7-3, our score.
This is a bad play. This is a bad play.
Here's Hurts to throw.
No, I threw the ball.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown.
Okay, so now I just need to get the ball back and get
Sanders taking it in
pass for like 2
out
yards.
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if it play at
and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now,
Detroit's
we're winning,
offense
so
ready to take over.
Play.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute
drill
all
Let
through
him
camp.
score.
There he goes, left side.
Let him score.
Touchdown, Detroit.
I just want the ball back.
75 yards. And the Lions are
There's
able to
nothing that says
strike
I have to
quickly
win
here
the
as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Gain 45 yards and 5. Okay, let's try it.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Still Philly? No. San Francisco. It's weird going through these different playbooks because I don't know them. Play action.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jimmy going to look to throw another first play. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, Defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Oh, shit. Oh, nice.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they do get him
the guy
down,
right in front of him should have probably intercepted
inside
that.
the 5-yard
But he didn't.
line. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Don't allow a touchdown. Oh, I'm always bad. Don't allow more than 30 yards. Passing yards. Don't allow a touchdown. So we'll watch for the pass then. And hopefully this will prevent a touchdown. Thing will be right with
the coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Yeah, man. All right. San Francisco's defense. Okay. 5-2. I don't even know what 5-2.
The Texans offense ready for 1st and 10. Burkhead on the handoff running to the left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman.
I hate when you go to the closest guy and it's not the closest guy. And it's not the guy you're expecting, so you point
the athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Really like
3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Flush to his right.
Oh, come on.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Opted
Fucking
to run
bullshit.
for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Allen going to keep it again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
We're scoreless after 1. The 2nd down run for Burkhead. Gets around him and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower star difficulty if you can and select replay challenge.
Don't allow touchdown. All you got to do.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Well, so do I.
On 1st down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd and 8.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Got to get him to stop throwing.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
Oh!
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
More than 4 passes. Okay. Could be doable. Depends on what team. I didn't even check to see what team.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will start this challenge off in the 2nd quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. Tie game, 7-7. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line.
Nope.
And it's 1st and 10.
Dang it.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks
Who
work
let
all the
that guy
time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Let's run it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave
run
it
it again.
3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and
blocking.
Pick it up
Come on.
Mitchell. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
No.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Can't go tight end.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, shit.
And he takes a shot on the release.
I don't even know who else.
He did almost everything
hit the
right.
button.
Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
In 6 plays, pass for 30 yards. 4 passes in 6 plays. Okay. A lot. Pretty high percentage. But we shall try.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
All right. Raining. Nice. So I need 4 passes and 6 plays. Let's just try some
The
short.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly.
No way I hit that button.
They're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Josh Allen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Trubisky.
What the hell is with the blitzes?
Batted away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the pass from Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Yards. Don't allow more than 20 rushing yards. Focus on the rush. Blitz them.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Pittsburgh again? At least in Pittsburgh's defense. Hopefully they're better than Philadelphia.
And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10. Right to the air. Here is Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
Nice.
And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. No returning this one.
Buddy.
It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Don't allow a touchdown. Who am I? I'm the Steelers against the Bengals. Or touchdown, don't allow a touchdown. 2nd half. Okay.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge.
Good on you.
Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go.
If I could run it.
We're all tied up at 14. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Great sweep.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Found good room to run there, returns it 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They turn to Harris to begin the drive to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no
I'm also trying to run down the clock.
Staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Zach Gentry from 17 yards out as they have taken the lead.
I didn't know he was that big a guy.
Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Scored a passing touchdown, scored a touchdown in 4 plays. All right, 4 plays it is.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
Passing touchdown in 4 plays. That's what I'll do.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Then I'll
every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Just a gain of a couple.
I think they saw that coming. They doubled
it's 3rd and 4 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's good.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge.
Right,
and be
4 plays. Well, let me try the scissors. Oh, I actually did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Go Hill.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Dolphins driving right down the field to score on their opening drive. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the Coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on
EA
Sports.
Sam will blitz. All right, Sam.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken
What am I
down
supposed to
right
do?
at the 40-yard line.
Supposed to keep him from
For a
getting...
tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there,
sure they're not
finding him
supposed
in
to score.
stride for really good yardage.
Now a man open
Seriously?
down the middle of the field.
Get
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the
Every time I
receivers
blitz,
alive in a
he just
play,
throws it.
never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts steps away to his... Hurts fumbles it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
75 yards in the first half, 50 yards this drive. 75. Apparently, I have good wide receivers. Expectations are the
Hey,
way
everybody.
they are.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Okay, on offense, good. Just run it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come...
No, I want to do really shitty start.
Here are the Dolphins now as they're set to go on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Where the hell did everybody go?
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with
Why
that
that
throw
guy
partner.
just...
The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On the move to his left. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
He almost did a big play.
13 yards out. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
So it doesn't matter how, in the air or on the ground. As long as I get touchdown in 8 plays. 8 plays. Alright.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit
Thanks,
back
coach.
and relax. You're in for a real
coach.
treat with this matchup.
Thank you, coach.
To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead by 4. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And when you get good yards like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
No, fuck
And
that.
he fires one that's intercepted.
It's not how the crossing was. My guy screwed me. Still lots to do. Let him fix this thing. Totally. Holy crap, there's a lot more. How much is there? 144? Okay, maybe I won't do these ones. I want to improve my team. Stand out. Mimas. Gonna play. Scored. Touchdowns in the first half. Passed for 100 yards. All carry. or 2+ passing touchdowns in the first half. Let's try it.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category.
Let's
see if they can do better here on this drive. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Play fake. Now here's Montana. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they work this
I know where I'm going.
across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a moss on this thing.
On first down, Montana. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez.
1-yard pass.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
No,
this
bullshit.
pass broken up.
I fucking hate when Madden does this crap.
The Packers offense here ready to go on 1st and 10. Montana.
Oh, fuck off.
And that going to be incomplete.
Absolutely not. How is that not pass interference?
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better
They
tight ends
tackled him
around,
before
and
he
I've
even
seen him
touched
pull
the
in balls
ball.
like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being...
This is fucking great.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. To throw right away, here's Montana. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there.
Is this Joe Montana? Because he's shit.
Someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They say he's Montana, but...
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily, break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give up the middle to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On first down, they'll stay with Jefferson on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamar Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0
one more
game.
touchdown.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Building up momentum. Alright, we got a blitz. Try and get the ball back quick.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Number 2. Ding.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, they go right back to Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Cousins. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end.
It is
Smith
not
Jr.
fucking caught.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Cousins now from the 50. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Cousins now to throw on first down. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Cousins again. And complete, right side to Cook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Nice.
And this is going to be Packer football.
With no running backs backs in the backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. They'll give this to Jefferson running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Oh, are you kidding me? You can't catch that.
End zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Montana.
Nice.
Packers touchdown. Tony Gonzalez.
Wait, I need them both to be passing touchdowns?
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. The York on now for the extra point.
I thought I just needed two touchdowns. I didn't know I needed 2
And
passing
it's good to
touchdowns.
make it 14-0.
Waste all my time.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. There's Jefferson to pull that in. 30. 10. Okay. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 69 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running back.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, 70 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
100+ yards in the 2nd half. Complete 5 passes this drive. That's for 30 yards in 4th place. 100+ yards.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And they'll run on first down.
Are you kidding me? You
Jefferson.
that guy by you?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. A give, Jefferson to the right side.
No.
That's George
Nobody touched me.
Greeting him behind the line.
What was that? Nobody even touched
I really
me.
like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Montana. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Montana. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Montana.
Damn.
That one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Touchdown, Packers! Tony Gonzalez, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going
so
for 2.
game's almost over.
This one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Because if I can just...
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come.
Score. Depending on what the challenge is here. 100 yards in the second half. So I've already done those. I just need, what, like, yards?
Out to the 25.
So I just need
now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left.
Nice.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good head down running on the return. Gets like about 15 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
What are they
and they both
watching
have
for
specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Montana's throw taken in by Moss. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Whoa!
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jerks. Trying to do something. Because I can't do play action pass.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Stars and everything. 150 yards in the first half. Score a touchdown. Don't throw an interception. Joe Min 10. It's for 100 yards. Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
We know, coach. Get a pass for 150 yards.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go play action with Montana. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Let's do a little run.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Aziz Al-Shair in to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Montana.
Come on, that's
and that'll
bullshit.
be incomplete.
Did you see the defender?
And he certainly qualifies as one of them.
He's automatically flipped over.
He better be careful. Throwing to too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They will look to throw. Montana. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Montana to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez.
Oh,
and
nice.
He's brought down after a
barreled
very
his way
nice
in there.
gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the
I thought he
offense.
got in.
It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
They'll run here with Jefferson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
He looked more in the first time.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1.
Whoa.
And he nearly broke that for more,
Actually,
but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
gonna blitz. They score, they score. That's not gonna affect my challenge.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early.
No way that's a penalty.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
I got 2 minutes.
The kick by Gould is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
80 yards, so you can do it from there.
Now the Packers get set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything.
No,
they've been dominant.
absolute bullshit. That was not
today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings that 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Montana.
No.
And this is incomplete.
Shit.
Very lucky to get that one back.
It's not luck. It's
Nearly
a stupid
picked. It's
game.
2nd down now.
Just deciding.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gotta stop with the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Montana's throw into the hands of Gonzalez here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Half. Don't get sacked more than once. And get 5 first downs. 5 first downs. Don't get sacked more than once. Score 2 touchdowns in the first half. 2 touchdowns in the first half. That's the hard part. See how it goes.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
Let's try one big one to start.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First and 10 for Montana and company. Oh, what a grab, Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 right at the 40. Montana's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here we go now on first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Keenan Allen from 8 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Okay, what do I need to do? 2 touchdowns, I got 1. Don't get sacked. Get 5 first down. I think I already got the 5 first downs.
75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Blitz.
Brady and the Bucs now with a first and 10 at their own 22.
Brady.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Look for a big pass.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Oh, it is a big pass.
No,
come on. Everyone's covered.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Brady now on first down. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa
I just want to get
Bay! Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Don't tell me that's the kicker.
The kicker got me first, back there.
Montana heading out to get this next drive underway. 5 for 5
I want to
that
see
last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. That. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running.
Okay. This is the kicker. Let's focus on the kicker. There we go. Oh, okay, it wasn't the kicker that got me. Thought it was.
Really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch
really
number
not
4
count?
for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now I just need a touchdown. Don't matter how I get the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Absolutely.
Penalty flag had to come out.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Packers! Tony Gonzalez.
Gotta rely on the tight end.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Score a rushing touchdown in the 2nd half. Okay, let me get out of this just because, like, am I just getting coin? Exciting. Yeah, see, I'm getting packs of stuff. $16 unopened. 75 corner. 75 center. 70 tight end. Minor improvement, I think. 71 tight end. Team. Eight corner. But I also have like trade fodder. And for completing sets. Three end. Other tight end. Right tackle. That's a slight improvement. Slighter. Receiver and full. Tight end I don't need. Free safety I could use. So we're 76 overall now. We'll get to. Go up, but Troy Polamalu is our strong safety. Okay. Okay, I guess. Thing. Um, where did we get him from? Yeah, E70. It's not good. 80, 73. So we're not doing too bad. Right outside linebacker. Our outside linebackers need some offense. Right guard. Right. All right, that was all Madden. Here's the reward. Earn 89 overall and by turning in 28 82 overall players to 20 82 overall players to get Randy Moss. It's so weird how it doesn't keep track. That's what I'm cool stuff. Oh, I'm playing. That's what I mean. They don't have it all set up right. What do I even get for this? Missing one. All right. Score a rushing touchdown in the second half. Rush for 50 yards.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Maybe this. Okay, let's
taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Why did I pick that? It's so weird. Just a simple dump.
Looking to run with Jefferson. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamar Jefferson, a 3-yard touchdown run. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return the challenges to receive
more than
your
75
reward.
rushing yards in the second half. Force a fumble. Oh, wait. Okay.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
Oh, we're...
Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
Just need to kill the clock,
Nowhere
really.
on that script did it have that result.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We're down the clock.
Straight ahead with Jefferson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Football's
Not a ton of room
clock
available
management
on
part.
that one, but he made
Oh,
use
give
of
me
what
that.
space was available and gain decent yardage.
But not so much in video.
On second down, a run with Jefferson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 13
keep getting
and picks
first
up
downs
the
and
first.
running that clock out.
9 yards that time.
That's really the only goal. To run the clock out.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
I just want to keep
You
running.
are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Jefferson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Roughness.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Okay, bad throw.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Gonzalez.
Let's
And
stop the
he's able
clock.
to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On the give, this is Jefferson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamar Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go.
So Carr and the Raiders now. Down 24-21. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Keep them from getting
They'll have
into
one
our
play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
side of the field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll
Oh,
look
you
to
gotta
throw.
get it out. It's too fast.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two
All right,
sides.
I'm blitzing. They don't have any timeouts.
Now Carr. His throw
Warren Zapp is causing some problems.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder.
Yes.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
That's your signature?
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. I need to make sure I'm actually doing what to do here. Don't allow more than 75 rushing yards. Yep. Force a fumble. I haven't done that. That's it. I just need to run out the clock.
Enter the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to
And
make a
since
play
they
on the
don't have
ball,
any
and that
timeouts,
they did.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And yeah, we're back to the bottom part. Flock management. Which is alright. Part of the game.
And they'll go again here with Jefferson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's got some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
I'm not running a play. Relax, guys.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Don't allow more than 100 yards in the first half. Sam. 100 yards in the okay. Basically what I just did. Only
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
Alright, how is it going? Let's blitz.
First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. The first throw, here's Winston.
Nice.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
All right, let's run the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Jefferson.
It's great of that blocker to just
good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Jefferson.
And more offense and
for a Packer touchdown. Jamar Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown.
I actually make it worse for myself.
He just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
But I did take the ball.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Make them nervous.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go play action. Winston. Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant, And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And a blitz.
On first, here's Washington. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup
Even if they
of 5
score,
or
they don't
6.
get enough.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
On first down, they'll start out with Jefferson. He'll get it up near
I had to be
midfield
in
to the
control of the
49
clock
before
so
being
I could
taken
run it
down.
out. So that's why I didn't try and score.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A give up the middle to Jefferson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, there's a run by Jefferson.
Nice
Now
second.
they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Can gamble.
Now that's mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
There's motion.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Gonna try to throw for it with Montana. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Kind of thought he might get it.
He's going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Remember when you saw Tony
27
Gonzalez
yards, a
do
big
this?
play there on 4th.
Ever.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Don't allow more than 1 touchdown in the get a sack. Lawrence Taylor. Don't allow more than 1 touchdown. Second. Doable.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're all tied at 21. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, then let's blitz.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Jones. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right,
11 yards there, just like last play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
More than once. So I can let them score once.
To throw again on second down. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle.
That guy just took a swipe.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Gano's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And
I just got to run up
the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jefferson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Play fake. Now here's Montana.
I threw the freaking pass.
Down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. He beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack
That's resulted. The main thing is get the first down.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
All right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jefferson. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 102 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He's running down the block.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Jefferson on the ground. Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a run with Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On the counter, this is Jefferson. Tackled on the play.
Guy's going to push those 3 guys.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
After the pickup of 5,
Exactly
here's
why.
2nd and 5.
Oh, because I'm behind. I don't care if I win. Not a condition.
There you have it,
the
another
league.
challenge and another victory. Now
challenge.
remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Alright, running low. Don't allow more than 100 passing yards. This is playing the same freaking thing. Alright, allow 100 passes. Not too complicated.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Alright.
So the 49ers, they're getting set to go on offense. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's just going to throw it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Okay, good.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
Okay, wait. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Don't allow more than 10 yards. I didn't get that. Get a hit stick. I didn't do that. Don't allow more than 100 passing yards in the... Okay.
Montana
No problem. So now I gotta run the clock out for first down.
And
That's a
they'll
goal.
run on first down with Jefferson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here's the clock.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Straight ahead with Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Quarter. We just keep making plays to get the clock going.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I think I'm going to pass.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So 3-minute quarters of go pass.
And they'll run here with Jefferson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On second down, a run with Jefferson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
All we need is first down.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Run.
On the handoff, it's Jefferson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Just letting the clock run.
On the give, this is Jefferson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's for run.
On the ground, it's Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Nothing. Not gonna win damn thing.
And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
All right. Don't allow more than 100 yards in the again. It's such an easy challenge. You just gotta get the ball back and run out the clock. Stay.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
All right. I'm on defense right off the bat. Oh yeah.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's fast.
That's into double coverage and intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again here with Jefferson. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamar Jefferson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
I missed it.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
All right, so we just got to keep
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that is across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back.
Yes. It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
All right, that works. But I got to run out my clock this time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down.
Oh, he almost came back for that block.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
All right, we're down to the 1st or 2nd. And we're just going to keep running the damn thing. Okay.
They'll give this to Jefferson running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Down to the 2-minute warning. What's with the train? Is that really their... Why am I hearing a train?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And
get it?
Just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run for it. It's Jefferson.
Got it.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
In the pocket.
Give up the middle to Jefferson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson.
Did he get it? Is he getting it?
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard
It's done.
line.
Let's run the clock out
45 yards
until the end
on
of
the
the
ground
half.
for him so far.
That'll be the challenge. Good.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. So we've hit intermission.
Challenge for this one. Okay. Okay. It's 2. First, let's look at the... Okay, let's leave it at this. I just want to go to the washroom. All right. Where do I want to go? I want to go back and see where the packs are. One unopened pack. That's be the elite. safety. Don't really need that. 74 tight end. That's kind of an improvement. 70 tight end. And I'm just full up at tight end. And increase my. Alright. Alright. So tomorrow I'll probably do some more playing all these challenges, and also I didn't really get to do much franchise play, but I do want to do some over the weekend. This is the weird part though, like the challenges here, like all Madden, 33 out of 35. Then if I go to missions, all Madden, alright, so that's it for me tonight. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe, or all the above. You'll be notified the next time I'm online. I'll be playing some more Madden this weekend and some other games, depending on